Hello, rascals and viewers. Welcome in. She does not want me to do this review. Hello, viewers, and welcome in. Welcome in, rascals, if you are a part of Rise Rascals. And we are back with another doll review, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. I guess you can say it's a special edition review because we will be reviewing all the items that Mattel Creations revealed for Monster High on their two-day event that was held on the 21st and 22nd of March. But before we get into it, I know I am late on this review. And you want to know why? Because Mattel decided to ship mine probably last. But you know what? Y'all are here for the content, and that's all that matters. But before we get into this review, I do want to take a moment to thank my current subscribers. Thank y'all for supporting me. And if you are new to my channel and you like my content, whether it be the doll reviews, whether it be gameplays, or if you're here for the vibes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are just here viewing the video, hit that like button. It definitely helps my channel grow in the YouTube algorithm kind of thing that they're doing, I guess. But it helps, and I appreciate that. And also stay tuned to the end for a special giveaway from this video. And yeah, stay tuned to the end and I will show y'all what is the giveaway and how to enter. Let's go into my doll room. I was gonna say doll review. Let's go into my doll room so we can take a closer look at all these items. Okay, so we are going to start off with the Uno cards, and then we're gonna go on to the 8-ball, and then of course we're gonna go to Lenore. So first, the Uno cards. As you can see, we have a high quality kind of picture of the eyes of Frankie, Draculaura, and Cleo. Their eyes and the Monster High logo kind of give a gloss feel. And the box is actually really high quality. And if you want to read the back here, you may pause and read if you'd like. But that's pretty much it. We'll get into the cards now. And as we flip up the cover, we have the Uno kind of rules, I guess. And then the cards come intact like so. And we'll take a further look at the artwork on here. All right, so we are gonna quickly take a look at the artwork here. Number one, of course, we have Draculaura. We have Laguna as number 2, Frankie as number 3, Claudine as number 4, Gulia as number 5, Cleo, number 6, Draculaura again, and I'll tell you why I kind of wish that they had other characters. I don't know why I said I'd tell you why, but I do wish they had other characters like Rochelle and all that, but we get the same kind of characters throughout. The artwork is very clean, very high quality on there. And then 13, we have Claudine. I kind of wish they put Caddy as number 13. But, I mean, I don't know if they had, I don't know if these are reused kind of artworks, and it was easy, but I mean, if they would have just used reused artworks, the other ones, I don't know. Then, of course, we have the holographic Frankie, which I think is beautiful. We have that one, and I think that's a new card that they have been adding into this new Uno style. I haven't played Uno in so long, you guys, so I need to read up on that. And then we have another Frankie here. I don't know what this card is, but there's a draw 4 with all the characters. Then we have the wild, pick your color, and then we have a purple card. And then we also have the green cards here. I picked Draculaura just to show you the difference of what the color of those cards are, but they come in these different colors, and the backgrounds are pretty much the same. Sorry that it's not focusing for y'all, but there you go. But that's pretty much all what these Uno cards look like. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the 8-ball. Okay, so the figure 8-ball here, you get a kind of metallic foil feel with Monster High times figure 8, and then you get that kind of, I guess, new generation art of a figure 8. But that's pretty much how the box is throughout the whole thing. It's a nice box, but it's very generic that, of course, Mattel can reuse it for any other collabs that they decide to do in the future. Let's go ahead and open it and see Draculaura 8-Ball. Okay, so it does come with a certificate, it looks like here, of Monster High times figure 8. And then there's a little description here, so if you want to pause and read, you may as well. Alright, so the figure 8-Ball does come wrapped, so I do like how they did that to keep the protection of the 8-Ball. And let me go ahead and take this off so we can get a closer look. Alright, so now we have the 8-Ball, and it is a high quality print, actually, and it's very soft. I would say like a matted feel, but the ball does spin, so if you want her head to go 360 all the way, you can. But we have Draculaura's signature outfit here. It is light, so if you took off the head, this is very light. It's just a stand, of course. And then what I did figure out is that the arms did move, so if you want to pose the arms, you can. So that's a good little detail here. On the back, we have the 8-Ball with the wings, and then, of course, Draculaura's kind of corset-y vibe in the back here. On the inside here, we have the Monster High logo, and then the actual head of Draculaura is a nice screen print. We have her piggy tails here on each side, and then her earrings, and then of course the face print. And then we have the 8-Ball. I'm gonna go ahead and be interactive with y'all. Y'all ask a question, and while I shake it, this is your answer to whatever question you're asking. Hold on, it's loading. All right, it says, you may rely on it. So whatever you asked, there you go. So that's pretty much the 8-Ball with Monster High. It is sold out currently, but I do like it. It's very unique for any Monster High collector. I haven't had an 8-Ball since I was a kid, so this kind of brings me back to having an 8-Ball, but I'll definitely have this displayed in my collection. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move everything out of the way here, and we can get a closer look on Lenore Loomington and the box and all her details. Okay, so I did get two because I am a collector who likes to unbox one and keep one in the box. So here's a quick look at both of them together, one in the box and one out of the box. Let's go ahead, I'm going to take a closer look at the box and then get into the actual doll herself. Okay, so I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the box, so I'm going to try to get through this quickly as possible. But as you can see, the front is actually a slip cover, or the box has a slip cover. And on this slip cover, you just pull it off like so. And as you can see, there's like this neon green-blue color of spider webs in the corners of this. And then we have the bottom that also has print of candles and vines as well as grass with the Monster High logo. And then Lenore Loomington, that glows in the dark. So that's a neat little, I guess, addition to this slip cover. The sides have printing on them of flowers, and then we have a back that has spider webs as well, but this time it is in a rose gold kind of foil effect, and then the bottom has the flowers, mushrooms, and vines on there. The side of the box also has the kind of border, as you would say, when you put the slipcover back on the doll, of Monster High, and that border is of the mushrooms, roots, and all that other gardening stuff, because this doll is considered the Ghost Garden series. Now, as we look at the box with the slipcover on, just to give you what effect it gives, it does like this webby garden effect, but the side of the box has Lenore Loomington and it gives that border, and then like I mentioned, on the other side of the box it has a border of the Monster High logo, and the slipcover does give a really neat effect to the add-on of this box. Now, taking a look at the box without the slipcover on, it's just a black matte box, but on the bottom we have Lenore Loomington and her signature kind of logo here with flowers and the skullette, and then we have the intertwinable of that blue, green, and pink. On one side we have Lenore Loomington in the green, blue, neon kind of color, and then the other side the Monster High logo, like I mentioned, with a silhouette of mushrooms and that kind of gardening vibe with candles and all that stuff. The top we have On a Dark Eerie Night, which is the poem that Rebecca had made for this doll, with a few details of the flowers and vines. The back of this box has the artwork of Lenore Loomington, but first we'll go up to the top and we have Lenore Loomington's kind of signature as well here. This also glows in the dark, which is a great effect. And then we have the poem. If you want to pause and read here, you may. And then the artwork is a gloss artwork of a full body of Lenore, and then of course her pet spider. Quickly taking a look at the background of the box that the doll comes in, we have spider webs at the top, and that's that same kind of color we see throughout the box, the green, blue, neon kind of glow feel, it seems like. But we have the On a Dark Eerie Night in purple as well, and it seems like the poem kind of goes throughout this box. We see Lenore Loomington in the back in a grayscale, kind of faded in the back there, and that's her artwork. Then at the bottom of the box, we have the hot pink colors, and we have the mushrooms, the flowers with eyes, and the vines. Kind of give me an Alice in Wonderland feel a little bit, but that's pretty much the background of the box. Now, like I mentioned, I didn't want to go super into detail of the box, but I guess I kind of did in a way. But let's go ahead and look at Lenore herself and look at the details that went into this doll. So let's go ahead and take a look at Lenore and her pet. We're going to start with her pet first, and I am not a big fan of her pet. I don't know, I just don't like the look of it, but it is a spider. It does have a nice quality print on the face, unlike some of the core dolls that Monster High has. It is a plastic flimsy spider with a turquoise color that does gradate into a black on the legs, and under the belly you can see a gradient as well. It does have candles on it with the pink and has them lit. I'm not too sure how this spider is not getting burnt, but it does have these candles on its back. Now we'll go take a look at Lenore. As always, we're gonna start with her shoes and make our way up. Her shoes are a boot kind of look here. It looks like we have an accessory that's attached onto this with some clear rubber bands, and it is a kind of vineyard floral design that's attached to it, and that's pretty much it there. But the boot is a translucent purple pink color, and as you look a little bit closer, there are details that are very well done on this boot. It does have an open heel in the back, and the sole is like a wispy ghost feel, as she is a garden ghost. The top of this boot has a ruffle-like feel as well, and Mattel always does a great job on getting these molds. Now, the one thing that I do wish that this shoe had was a little bit of a call out or pop out of the details of them, because I wouldn't have noticed these details of the shoe if I didn't take a closer look. So I wish they would have highlighted those in maybe like a black color just to make it stand out more. But I can see where the costs may have had to be taken back on some of it as well. Now, before we get into the dress, I want to take a moment to take a look at this caged part on top of the dress. It is a vine floral design on the top that does wrap around Lenore herself. It is very flexible. Essentially, you can take it off as well if you wish. I'm not a fan of it. I do think that Lenore does look better with it off. But I did notice that Rebecca likes to add these kind of harnesses to her dolls, as you can see in the Fang Boat Rochelle. She also has this kind of caged Eiffel Tower on her. So if you haven't seen that review, go ahead and go back to my Fang Boat Rochelle review to take a closer look at that. Looking at the overall dress, we get this Victorian, I guess, kind of vibe here. It is a very beautiful, high quality fabric. As I took it out of the box, I was really impressed with the feeling of it. It is a royal blue color, and we have this kind of top part of the dress that has the black see-through fabric that looks like it's also sewed into the blue see-through fabric. But as we look at the bottom of this dress, the bottom is a high quality print. We get the same aesthetics as we would of the box. We have the flowers, we have the vines, we have the mushrooms, we have some spider webs or spiders on this, and then we get those kind of trickling dots that lead into the actual border of this. And then it is also glitter. I do love that the glitter doesn't rub off. I hate glitter, but I love when it doesn't rub off. The sleeves are also a gradient that falls into dots into the border, which I love. It's like a leaf kind of feel here. Like I mentioned, maybe like a Victorian design dress. And it has these kind of puffer sleeves that lead into the opening here. Now, Lenore does have one more piece of clothing, and that is kind of like a lingerie fabric or lingerie design here. It's just a black, it looks like maybe a nightgown that you would see maybe somebody wearing with the border designed, embroidered at the bottom here. I have noticed that also Rebecca likes to give lingerie. In my opinion, it looks like lingerie to her dolls that she designs. Also going back to the Rochelle Fang Boat, she also kind of had a lingerie undergarment. So I can see that correlating between both of these dolls. We're going to take a look at her face now, my favorite part of every doll I have. The face is very clean. The printing is beautiful. We have a purple lip gloss, and then we have a gradient kind of, I don't know what that is, blush across her eyes. Then we have, of course, the eyeshadows and the eye color, the eyelashes, and then we have this great little detail with a tear in her eyes, and it is glittered in the shape of tears of her crying. And I love that they added the glitter here instead of like a print, because to me, if they would have did a print, it would have just looked a little clowny to me, maybe. And they added this detail, so whoever thought of that, I applaud y'all for going out of the box and thinking of that innovative idea. Now let's move on to her accessories. We'll start with her earrings since we already talked about the face. Her earrings match the same color as her harness, and they're both the same in both ears. We have a candle-like kind of theme going on here, and that's pretty much it. There's kind of like lantern shape to match with the purse, which we'll get to in a second. But since we're here, we'll make our way up a little bit up to her headband. It is a headband, and it has a spider web-like vibe, and it is the same color to tie in with the cage and her earrings as well as her shoes. And then we have the melted candles on her head as well that are lit, kind of like her pet, and that ties in her pet as well. Now we'll look at her bag. Her bag, or lantern, I guess you can say. I guess it's more of a lantern and not a bag, but most of these dolls do come with a bag. But her lantern is a high quality, in my opinion, design. We have these spider webs on the outside that is kind of like a caged around her lantern. The lantern is also a translucent, kind of dark blue, royal blue to match with her dress, and then the candle itself is clear, but it does have a glow in the dark effect. I'll go ahead and give you some B film here as well to see how it looks glowing in the dark. And I do like that little detail that they added into here as well. It ties in this overall doll and is a great effect, especially for this doll. It seems like they're trying to go with a little bit of a glow-in-the-dark innovative idea here as well. Lastly, we have her hair. Her hair is surprisingly soft, and there's no, well, mine didn't have it, I'm assuming everybody else did. There's no product in the hair. We have blacks, we have the light kind of pastel-y purple and pastel blue-green color. I love her hair. It goes down into these waves and curls at the bottom. I was very surprised when I unboxed this doll and just feeling the hair and, you know, putting it over her shoulder or maybe just hanging in the back. It does give her aesthetically different looks, and I prefer it with her kind of bangs or hair falling in her face a little bit. But if you wish to change it up, it seems like it is a multi-facet hair I guess style that's easily workable if you wish. Okay, so now my overall review of this doll. I personally, after doing this review and getting a closer look at this doll, touching it, the fabrics, the hair, looking at the screen printing and everything, I personally am going to give this doll a 9 out of 10. This doll did retail at $75. I do think it is worth that. Yes, there are a little bit of things here and there that I would probably like to see changed. Like the details on the boot, I wish were called out more. I don't think she needed a pet. I don't like the pet. That's just me. I feel like we could have just removed the pet and added more, or did a little bit of different things here and there. But that's just me. But the cage, I don't really am a big fan of the cage, so I don't know. If you like it, great. But I see this trend with Rebecca and her designs with the whole caged and the undergarment as well. So you do have a multi-facet doll with the designs and her garments on how you'd want to display her. But that's kind of it. You kind of get a nighttime doll with her elegant doll. And then if you want to throw a little bit of jazz with that caged harness thing with the binds, great. But overall, I do think this doll is worth it. I think she's beautiful. I was a little hesitant, but now that I have her in person, I do recommend her, especially for a newer character and just adding to the Monster High collection. I say it's a definite add if you are looking to add something new to your collection. This doll is still available on Mattel Creations website, so you can go on there now and purchase her if you wish. I recommend her, but hey, that's just my word. You can go off of my word, or not. But I do really like this doll, and I'm glad that I am able to add her to my collection. And that was my review on the Mattel Creations Revealed items for Monster High. Let's go ahead and go back to my computer room so we can close out this video. And that was my review on Lenore Loomington, the 8-ball featuring Draculaura, and the Monster High Uno cards. Let me know your thoughts on the comments below on all these items. It doesn't have to be all, maybe one. The other, do you like Lenore? Do you not? Do you wish it was an original character that they released? Do you wish Lenore had some edits here and there? Also, let me know what you thought of my review, if you ended up getting any of these as well. Like I mentioned, the 8-ball is sold out, but the other two are still available on Mattel Creations website. I'll link you below if you want to go ahead and purchase them. Also, like I mentioned at the beginning of my video, I will be doing a giveaway, and it is only for US and Canada residents only at this time. You do have to be subscribed to my channel as well. Hit that like button, it helps me. And the giveaway is a Uno pack of the Monster High themed collection. So I have an extra one that I decided I will be giving away for this video, and if you want to enter, go ahead and just comment down below that you'd like to enter. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I will be asking for proof, and keep an eye on your comments because I will be picking the winner by responding to your comments. Not a lot of people are checking their comments after the window of a giveaway ends, so they lose out on the chance of the giveaway, and I end up picking someone else, or I hold it off for a live stream giveaway. So if you aren't paying attention to your comments, I'm gonna have to give it to someone else. So keep an eye on the comments. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this review of a special Mattel Creations Revealed Monster High edition. And what was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, and details of when the giveaway closes will be in the description as well. I hope you had a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today when you're viewing my content. And as always, stay kind to yourself. Simply Rye.